Hi, it's the Rawsome Vegan Gal here, and today I'm doing another video for a brand called Just About Foods, and this is part 2, and I want to thank Marcella and also the owner Louis. Sorry it's taken me a while to do part 2. I know I did part 1 quite a while ago with some of the other products, and also I did another video for a burger recipe that I used the products in them. So this is some more of their dried fruit products. And I have 3 different varieties, and I'm going to talk to you about each one and try them as well. And I'll just show you them first. And I also will have a link below to their website to check out all that they offer. So this first one I have is their organic dried banana slices. And that is one of them. And then the next one I have is their dried pear rings. And then finally, an interesting product here, it's their organic dried mango diced in 10 lunch packs. So that's pretty cool. So we'll do that, I think, last. So I'm going to start with the dried banana slices. Just to give you a little info on me, I'm not a big banana person. Bananas just don't do it for me for some reason, so I don't eat bananas usually. But I'm usually okay with dried bananas. They usually taste okay, so it just depends. But for the most part, I don't eat bananas. But we'll see how I do with this. So these are organic, certified, USDA certified. They're also non-GMO project verified. They're also certified paleo, and they're just one single ingredient, bananas, which is great. No artificial flavors, no sulfite-free. It's a 14-ounce bag. It's also kosher by the OU. It's a product of Mexico. Let's see what else to tell you. It says store in a cool, dry place, but keep refrigerated after opening. And let's see what else. So it says bananas are dehydrated at temperatures that help preserve its original nutritional properties. We never use preservatives, so you know that you're always getting just what nature had to offer. We are just about foods. And then some nutritional information here. There's 10 servings per container. Each serving is a third of a cup. It's got 34 grams of carbs. Again, fruit is usually higher in carbs. 4 grams dietary fiber, 20 grams of sugar. Again, it's naturally occurring sugar, not added. Also 4% iron and 4% potassium for a serving. And also what I'm going to tell you is from this book I have, which I'll share with you, some information. This is a book that I've referred to before. Even though this is dried, it still relates because it's still a food. It's from it's called Rawsome by Brigitte Mars, and I will also include a link to the book title and everything underneath, so you can check it out if you're interested. I like her raw food encyclopedia. It's very comprehensive on foods, different fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, etc., herbs. And gives some nutritional information. As well, she has recipes and other information that's good. So I want to just find here banana, and then see, let's see where I can find that here, banana, and tell you a little bit about what she says on banana. And then I'll go ahead and try that. So I'm almost there. Okay, banana. There's a lot on banana, but I'm not going to read it all. So banana is, they're considered cold and have a tendency to move energy inward in the body, sweet, rich in carbohydrates. Mostly the sugar is glucose and fructose, as well as folic acid, vitamin B6 and C, potassium and pectin. They're also high in calories but low in fat. So if you need more calories. They're also good for pregnant mothers, babies, and children. They provide long-term energy and improve stamina. They support the friendly intestinal flora with it, so that's good too. They also stimulate the proliferation of cells that provide a protective coating between the stomach and harsh digestive acids. Also stimulate the production of serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that helps improve sleep and elevates mood. Let's see what else to tell you. So that's about it, because then it talks about other things about eating them. They're ripe because these are dried, so I'm not going to refer to that for that. So I'm going to go ahead and try the bananas. I'm going to open them up. And it's also a resealable bag, and then, like, again, refrigerate after opening. Now, what would you do with these? Of course, you eat them right out of the bag is one way. But you could also, these are banana slices, but if you wanted to make like kind of like a fruity trail mix to have, but again, you wouldn't keep the whole bag out all the time. They say refrigerate after opening for freshness, so then you would want to just take out what you want. And, you can make a fruity mix, or fruits and other things, nuts, or you could put the fruit on top of, like, if you eat ice cream or non-dairy. So these are really cute. They're little, because the picture, it says it's illustrative, it's enlarged, but it doesn't represent the size. So they're actually smaller. This is what they look like. So they're cute. So they're and they said they're dehydrated. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. Sorry about that. They're dehydrated, but they're chewy still, like a banana. I mean, not mushy, which I like. They're like kind of like chewy, almost like a jerky kind of chewy. I could have a chewiness to it, but not like they're not crunchy. Because usually dehydrated, I think of crunchy, like a crunchy cracker, like a flax cracker. But no, they taste nice. So I guess I'll have bananas to eat because I don't usually eat bananas. So for me, this works. And I don't know if I said it's 140 calories for the 1/3 of a cup. So, and if you need a sweet little fix and you don't want to have sugar, this is much better. So, okay, so that is the bananas. Next, I will tell you about the dried pear rings. So these are, again, one single ingredient, just pears. They are non-GMO project verified. These are not certified organic. They are certified paleo, no artificial flavors, sulfite-free, again, OU kosher. Again, it says the photography and not represented the size. You show you the picture of the rings. They're not, I guess, as big as that. Let's see. They're also product of Mexico. It says, again, the pear rings are dehydrated at temperatures to help preserve its original nutritional properties. And don't use preservatives, same thing. So they keep it so that you still get the nutrition. So these are 9 servings per package because this is a 12 ounce. And I think the bananas were a 14 ounce bag. Yeah, so it's a little smaller. It's 3/4 of a cup is a serving, 120 calories, carbs 30 grams, 11%, dietary fiber. I think it's more than the bananas. Let's see. Yeah, it's higher in fiber, and a little bit lower in carbs. So it's got 7 grams and then 19 grams of sugar. Again, actually occurring as opposed to 20. So it's still sweet. And also, when you dry things, it concentrates the sweetness. Just the same thing, like if you cooked something down, like let's say you cooked onions down in a pot and kept cooking them, they all condense and they all concentrate. You don't have as much onions, but you get like this really caramelized onion, and it's super sweet. So if you ever want to try that, it takes a long time, but it's something nice. You get a big pot and a lot of onions, and you can do that. It also has 1 gram of protein. I don't know if the banana said it had any protein. No protein. Even for pears, there's some protein in here. And it's got 2% calcium and 2% iron for that serving. And before, again, I try them, I go into this book and see what she says about pears. Just so you have an idea of some information, some nutritional information, or some additional information that you might want to know. Okay, so let me see if I can find pears here. Okay, pears. Okay, here's pears. It's in the Rosacea family, a rose family. They're sweet, alkaline, mildly sour, and cool. Good source of beta-carotene, folic acid, vitamin C, boron, calcium, iodine, iron, phosphorus, and potassium, and contain more pectin than apples. Most pears' nutrients are actually concentrated in the skin, so that's good to know. Let's see what else. And it also says it's just good for different things, like help reduce swollen joints. They've been used for treating different things like diabetes, cholesterol, indigestion, etc. So they've got different benefits, as well as blurred vision, tinnitus, lost voice. So interesting information. And they also say pears are very sweet. And again, I'm eating dry, so it's even sweeter. And you should always, they say brush your teeth or rinse your mouth. I don't recommend brushing your teeth right after you eat. Better to rinse your mouth. Okay, so that's some information about the pears. So now I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. And we'll see how large the pear rings actually are compared to the picture. Okay. So we got that one. And I always see that didn't open quite right, so it's good I have my scissors to open it just a little bit more. Okay, I think I got it now. Yeah. Let's see how big the pear rings actually are. Oh yeah, they're pretty decent size. Not as big as the picture, but that's okay. And they do have the skins on them, which is good. So I'll try to find an actual ring because some of them are broken. So here is an actual pear ring. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Definitely sweet. And again, that same chewiness. It's not, they don't dehydrate it down to where it gets to a crunchy level. It's chewy, which is good. It's not chewy in the sense that it's hard to chew. It just has a chewiness to it. Okay, so that is the pears. And I did do a mango product in the last video, but this is interesting because it's dried mango diced. And there are 10 lunch packs. So there are 10 1-ounce size lunch packs. And so this is what that bag looks like. So I don't think this one doesn't say you have to refrigerate it. It just says store in a cool, dry place. Because what it is you open one, and I guess most of the time you eat it, but I guess if you didn't finish eating that one little pack, because it's small, it's only 1 ounce, then you can put it in the fridge. So this is also organic, certified USDA, non-GMO project verified, gluten-free, certified paleo. And I didn't say anything about the pears, whether it's gluten-free, but I imagine it is. It doesn't say on here. I don't think there's any gluten in pears that I know of. But it doesn't say it on the package. Okay. It's no artificial flavors, sulfates, no sulfites, or sulfite-free. Let's see what else. So these are actually diced. It's kosher OU. It's a good source of iron, free of sodium, no added sugar, free of fat. Again, these are also dehydrated, and they're mango. It says they're diced. On here it says strips, so we'll see what it is when I open it. And to tell you about the nutritional information, it's 10 servings, 1 ounce servings, 100 calories, 25 grams of carbs, which is 9%. Also has 1 gram of protein, 2 grams of fiber, 17 grams of sugar, and 10% iron and 2% potassium. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this bag. Before I open it, I'll tell you about mangoes. Okay, let's find that in here now. Tell you about the mangoes. Even though it's dried, and they do dry it at a temperature that, or dehydrated at a temperature that retains its nutritional benefit, so it still applies. So let me find mango in here. So mango is it's actually part of the cashew family, or I guess the Latin word is Anacardiaceae, if I'm pronouncing it right. It's sweet and sour with a cooling energy, rich in amino acids, beta-carotene, niacin, vitamin C and E, flavonoids, calcium, iron, magnesium, and potassium. Also contains pectin, which is useful in lowering blood cholesterol levels. It provides moistening fluids for the body and quenching thirst. It's also blood purifying, antiseptic. It's also been used to treat many different things like bleeding gums, cough, constipation, hypertension, nausea, etc. They calm the emotions, benefit the brain, strengthen the heart, and provide energy. Let's see what else. Okay, so that's about it. It's just telling about more information with the fresh mango, which doesn't apply. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. And this is also a resealable bag, but then there's like 10 separate little packs. So we'll see how those are done once I open this up. I can show that to you. And they have a picture. The picture on the front shows like the mango trees with a little tractor. I don't know if you saw that. And then it has a peekaboo thing where it looks like also a man with a tractor, kind of like it's cut out. And then on the back, there's also like a picture with the mango trees, if you could see that. And I don't know if these had any little pictures, really. No, didn't have any. Just wondering. Okay, so these are not resealable bags. The big bag is. So this just comes in a little pouch like this. Same information. And it is diced. I could feel them. They're not actual strips here. It says they were strips. In the previous video, I actually had mango that was in strips. Dried mango. So this is how it comes, like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open that. I'll just cut that open too. And I don't know if I'll eat the whole thing right now. This is nice too to put in a salad. Or also like a trail mix. So if you don't finish the whole thing, probably you'd put it in the fridge. If for some reason you didn't want to eat the whole thing. Let's see. I don't think I opened it enough. Or I should say cut it enough. Let me cut it a little bit more here. So it can actually open. Oops, there we go. So yeah, they're just little diced pieces of it, not strips, even though it says on the bag that they're strips. just so you know. So that's what they look like. I'm just going to have, oops, sorry, I didn't, that's what they look like, see from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and try those. So these are a lot more chewy. Those are kind of like a softer chewy. These are a little bit harder. So if for you it's going to be hard to chew, I would even put it in like, I don't know, some people don't want to mix like grains and fruit and stuff. It's hard to digest, which it is, but okay, whatever. But if you don't want to do that, you can always just soak it in a little bit of water and let it soften up. And you could do something with it where you could blend it into a sauce or a dressing or something. But it is a lot more chewy, but some people will put it with their rice. Because if you put it with your cooked rice, and while it's warm, it'll soften it up. So, but again, if you don't want to eat it that way, if you do proper food combining, then you wouldn't do that. But it's just a thought. So, just gonna say each one again, just so you know which products that I reviewed in this video. Again, it's from the brand. Okay, the brand Just About Foods. Okay, take two, right? So now I'll show you them again. So we have the organic dried banana slices, and those were good. And then I had the dried pear rings, and then finally the organic dried mango dice. And I hope you'll check out this brand and check out all the products they offer. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawsome Vegan Gal.